So now we're just gonna take that away, and let's see if it does the full thing. So at .com tab. I'm just gonna do 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I do not recommend that password. It's very unsecure. Okay, so register. Perfect. Registration complete. So now if we go into the folder, it's there. So if we open the text, Gmail, this is the password right here. Okay, so I just noticed that this line right up here did not work. So we might have to do something. So these did not work right here. So instead of that, we're going to have to do environment dot line, new line. Environment new line. So just take that, copy, and paste it. Perfect. Okay, save that, and it should work now. So if we start it over, we can delete that. Go back to the file and delete it. Now, and 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Perfect. And now we go in here, and it's all spaced out. So now this is the password. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. And it actually made it one less character, but it still has all the information, which is very, very good. So now we're gonna get into login. So first off, I actually don't need this start menu, this start function. I don't know why it says menu. Start function right there. I don't need that. It doesn't need to be added to it. So now we can just go into the code. So what do we need? We need we can actually drag a couple of these over. So copy this one over, copy, paste, and password. Paste that over. We also need the password and the username as a string. Delete that. Okay, perfect. So now we just need to make sure that should be all of them. Okay, so what we can do now is we actually don't need the start menu. We'll just delete that. There we go. And we're going to need a couple of these expressions. So just take these, copy them, put them over here, and the UI. Okay, so now that we have all that in place, we can start coding. So in the update function, we're basically going to do the exact same thing for this. We could actually copy most of this over. So just copy these two things. Nope, wrong area. So these two things right here. So the password and the text. And copy that. Bring it over to the input. Let's delete the email. Oh, well. There we go. And delete that. Now we're just going to copy a couple more things over. So we got all that. So the tab, if the tab is pressed and the username, I'm just going to copy this one over. And then add another. Okay. Curly bracket. Okay, so now we just need to change this over to password. Okay, good. So after that, take this and copy and paste. Delete the email. Password is fine. Delete this one. Okay. Good. and we're going to say login button, which we haven't created yet. So let's do that now. So void, public void, void login button. Okay, perfect. So now this all works. Should be fine. So save that. Save this over here. And now what else do we need to copy over? Well, basically that is actually most of what we can copy over. I mean, we could copy these things over, but that's not really that important. Yeah, I'll do it anyways, whatever. So just copy that, go over here, paste that in, and delete that. So now we can start. So if the username okay, so there is a problem. Something isn't right. So let's see what it is. That's not it. This is focused. Okay. I see. Haha. So, parsing error. We didn't have enough curly brackets. That should be fine now. So if we save it, so we go this. Yes, good. Okay. Now, username. There we go. Now we can get it. Username. Actually, that's the wrong one. Capital. If username is equal to. Actually, first we're gonna just say no. Actually, we can do that. Username is equal to. Is not equal to nothing, then we will test this. So if the username after is username nothing, then we're going to say if the file exists. So we're going to check if if system dot file dot system.io dot file dot exists and sign and then double quotes. So if this file exists, we can actually just grab this file. So grab this. So if username, yep, that's exactly what we need. If that file exists, then we will say un equals true. Okay, so we don't need the this anymore, not in this way, because we're just checking if the file exists. If it does exist, then we'll equal a true. But the other thing is if it existed, then we can't then we have to say its username is taken, because that's the registry. So the login, we just need to make sure it exists and it's actually a name. So after that, we're just gonna debug.log. So else and just copy this all. I know, actually. And paste it over here. And then just say debug dot log warning okay, so after this warning would be username invalid or incorrect. Invalid, I like that. So invalid. Username invalid. And then right here, we can actually copy. Oh, I don't want to copy. So debug.log warning. And this would be username field empty. So username field empty, and yeah. Okay. So the username field is empty. Now we just need to check if the password is correct. So first off, we need to actually we need to say the password is well, first check the password, and then we're gonna set decrypt it. So password no, if password is not equal nothing, then we'll decrypt it. So if it has something in it, then we're gonna check. So if actually first we need to decrypt it. So we need to add in here the integers. So we can actually just copy this whole thing over here. So right down here for each character, we actually need to carry the whole thing. Copy this and paste. So if it equals nothing, we're going to check each character in, not in password, but in, it would actually be another variable. So we need to add another variable. So private, and this variable is going to be a string array. It's going to be lines. So lines contains, it basically contains the whole thing, the whole folder right here. So after that is true, we actually need to set it down here. So file, lines, yes, lines equals system.io.file read all lines, and it's going to read this right here. Copy, paste, and that's good. So now the lines is equal to this. So lines, what this basically means, read all lines, it'll separate each line by the string. So string 1 would be line 1, so that would be the name. String 2, actually it starts at 0, so string 0 would be line 1, so it's would be the name. String 1 would be email. String 2 would be the actual password. So we need to say right here, it would be lines 2. So 2 is the password. So if the character, how many characters is in lines 2? And then we're just gonna, if password equals, if clear. Okay, so I did forget something. So if we actually have to add something really big here. So if the system.file, so if this, basically this whole thing right here, if this exists, then we need to, we actually need to add that, just because if we don't put it in a username, it will skip over to this. It will allow you to check the password. And if there is no lines 2, because there is no file, then it will throw an error message. So we need to check if there's a file. Otherwise, it will say password is incorrect or whatever. So after that, we need to set everything into here. So we're just going to delete this. And shift over to all this. And drop it in there. Perfect. Okay. So we actually don't need this right here, because we don't need to clear anything. we don't need this whole thing right here. And then all we really do need is to divide by I. So divided by I and not add it to it. So we're going to change this password to something we need to add first. So private string decrypted pass. No, okay. So decrypted pass. Okay, good. Now, after that, what we need to do is we need to just say the password, if the password, and we just need, all we need to do is check if the passwords match. So if password equals decrypted pass, or if it is equal to decrypted pass, then we're going to say, we gave the variable, okay, so pw equals true. Pw equals true. Perfect. So now we just need to add all the errors just in case. Okay, so debug dead warning. Copy that. Actually, copy this whole thing. Copy, paste, and don't know why that's giving that, so I'm just gonna take this and delete that. For some reason there's a parsing error. Aha. One too many. There we go. So we probably could actually, let's see, no. Yeah, this is too far back. There we go. And we just copy this and paste it up here, paste this one up here, and now we can just start typing. Okay, so the first one, then it would be password field is empty, so empty. Password field empty. And then the second one would be if the IO, if this doesn't match, so then password is invalid. So username is invalid, that's because of this. So then this is invalid. And then the last one would be if the decrypted pass is not true, then password is incorrect or invalid again. I'm just going to copy this. Paste that. Okay. So why are we getting this right here? We save it. Okay, that is correct. But for some reason this should be good. Oh, okay, so. Oh my. Oh, okay. There wasn't an error, so we did forget a. Okay, so we just deleted a one of these, but I was adding the else statement on the outside and not the inside. Okay, I get it. That's why I was showing the parse error. So so after that, after everything here, then we can say that if both of them are correct, if the username is equal to true and the password is equal to Oh, well. To true, then we can do this. So we're going to say that the, what is it? The login is complete, so login. Oh no. Print login successful. Or yeah, login successful. Okay. And then actually before that we're gonna add the, we're actually gonna clear these two things. So clear this and this. So copy that. Actually just copy this so I can, one less thing to delete. So copy that, paste that over there, delete this, and set these to nothing. So equals, this one equals, okay. And now that should be good. So what we could do is we could add a little functionality so it loads the next level, which actually we will do that because we are using the same, what are we using? So pw is use. It's probably because we never saved it. Let me save that, both in that. Okay, and let's see if this goes away. Yeah, totally fine. Okay, so we will actually load the next level. So in the build settings, login Unity. Okay, just delete that. Add this again. So build settings. So login menu will be the first thing that pops up. And then we're gonna load the next level, so there'll be start menu. So that'd be application dot load level. Actually, no, load next level. We could do that, or load level, whatever, and then we'll just give the name. So start. Oh no. Okay. There we go. Start menu. And that should be it. Okay, so let's see. Go over to the file folder. So I do have this. So this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see if this is correct. Let's first say just like type in anything random and see if it does anything. So it shouldn't do anything. Oh, well. So type in that. Oh, yep. Before that, I need to assign these. So clear this and assign these. It's name, password. Oh, nope. I just put them both in the same one. Username, password, and the login button on click will be this function login button. Perfect. So now we should be able to do it. So just type in anything random to have that. Enter. Username is invalid. Okay. So now if we look login again, username is invalid. And okay. So after that, we're gonna say JJ and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Username is invalid. Password is invalid. Now, maybe that is because we already changed it. So maybe if I do this. Okay. Okay, guys, back. So I found out what the problem was. Is actually this curly bracket right here. It was way down here. It means that this was only setting the username and to the username.text if the enter key was pressed. So we can't have that. We just need to make sure to put that up here, and that should fix your problem. So now let's test it out. So hit the play button, and we should be able to put the same thing in, JJ, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit enter. Okay, I forgot to save. That might help. So play it one more time. Okay. JJ 01234 0123456. Enter, and it goes to this menu. Hit play, and then we go into the scene menu. Awesome. Okay, guys, so that's how you make a login screen in Unity. I hope you guys liked the episode. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment telling me what you want to see next, and I'll be leaving my scene, the scene that I did before this, and this scene right here, and all the code and all that stuff in the description. If you guys want to download that, feel free to do that. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.